Some people have looked at our mushroom spawn and asked, why is there sawdust inside? Others have gone further to say that if mushroom spawn is not made from 100% grain, then it cannot be high quality spawn. But is that really true? Is it? Does mushroom spawn have to be 100% grain before it can perform well? And does adding a small quantity of sawdust automatically make spawns inferior? The answer to it is no. What we produce is not sawdust spawn. Our mushroom spawn is approximately 90% grain and only 10% sawdust. I've done a video where I was showing us, I did an experiment. You can go and watch it somewhere there. The grain is still the major component, and the small amount of sawdust is added intentionally as part of our production mix. In this video, I'm going to explain why we use this combination, what the grain contributes, what the sawdust contributes, and what you should actually examine before deciding whether a mushroom spawn is good or bad for you. And for those who have been asking us for more mushroom varieties, I also have some exciting news for you. We are currently preparing new mushroom strains, including pink oyster mushroom spawn, grey oyster mushroom spawn, black pearl mushroom spawn, Piopino mushroom spawn, and lion's mane mushroom spawn. Yeah, I think we also have reishi. Yeah, we also have reishi in the house. So, and this will be dropping soon. So while you watch this video, leave a comment telling me which of the strains you would like us to release first. Would you like pink oyster? Would you like grey oyster? Would you like the black pearl, lion's mane, or any other one? Just let us know. Now, let us settle this argument properly. Does good mushroom spawn have to be made from 100% grain? Yes, let's understand what grain spawns actually is. Grain spawn is produced by allowing mushroom mycelium to colonize sterilized grain. Then, depending on the producer and the materials available, those grains may include sorghum, it might be millet, wheat, maize, or other suitable grains. Grains are commonly used because they are highly nutritious, alright? They contain carbohydrates, other nutrients that support strong and vigorous mycelia growth. They also create multiple inoculation points. When properly colonized, grain spawn is broken up and mixed throughout a production substrate. That's your substrate that I've prepared. Each grain can start or act as a starting point from which the mycelium will begin to spread in your substrate bag. This is one of the main reasons grain spawn is popular. The other spawns, okay, you can research it, but what I'm talking about is grain spawn. It can also support rapid colonization when used properly, alright? So yes, grain spawn is excellent, alright? I'm not against grain spawn. I'm not against any other type of spawn either. I'm just focused on why we do what we do, alright? But I want to say that saying that only 100% grain spawn is good spawn is too simplistic, okay? The quality of mushroom spawn is not determined by the presence of grain alone. A spawn bag can contain 100% grain and still be contaminated. Yes, it can contain 100% grain and still have weak myceliums. Yes, it can contain 100% grain and still be too wet, bacterial, poorly sterilized, or improperly handled. So when someone sees pure grain inside a spawn bag, that alone does not guarantee quality. I want to bring it out here. And when someone sees a small amount of sawdust inside another spawn bag, that alone does not prove that the spawn is inferior. The full production process matters. The culture matters. Sterilization matters. Moisture content matters. Cleanliness matters. And most importantly, the actual performance of the spawn matters. So why do we add 10% sawdust to our spawn? Now, let me explain, because I said it is an intentional act. The first reason is that many of the mushrooms we commonly cultivate, especially oyster mushroom, naturally grow on woody and plant-based materials. So in commercial production, oyster mushrooms are often cultivated on sawdust, straws, and other agricultural materials. For us here in our farm, we use more of sawdust. These materials are different from grains, alright? Grain is highly nutritious, while sawdust is a woody lignocellulosic material. So when pure grain spawn is transferred into a sawdust-based production substrate, the mycelium is moving from one type of material into another type. It has been growing entirely on grain and it now needs to spread through a woody substrate. So by adding a small quantity of properly prepared sawdust to our spawn, the mycelium is already growing on both materials before it reaches the farmer's production substrate. So it's already used to where it's going to. It has access to the rich nutrition provided by the grain, but it also has begun colonizing a woody material. So it already understands where it's going to do the work. So this is one of the reasons our formula is intentional. We're not replacing grain with sawdust. We are not trying to turn grain spawn into sawdust spawn, no. And we are not filling the bag with cheap materials to reduce the amount of grain, no. The formula is still predominantly grain, of course, 90%. The sawdust makes up only a small percentage. And the grain itself is the main nutritional carrier, while the sawdust forms part of the colonized material, then eventually enter the final production substrate. So we're just teaching the mycelium to, oh, see where you're going. So when you get to where you're going to, which is sawdust, so you don't gonna start misbehaving. Another reason we include a small percentage of sawdust is particle distribution. Whole grains are relatively large particles. Colonized sawdust contains many smaller particles. So when spawn is broken up and mixed properly into a production substrate, those smaller colonized particles, sawdust now, can spread into more areas of the bag. They can create additional points from which this mycelium begins to grow in your substrate bag. So whether someone uses pure grain spawn or grain dominant hybrid spawn, the farmer still needs to follow proper production procedures to be able to get good results. A good spawn cannot compensate for a badly prepared substrate and putting it out here. And a good substrate cannot fully compensate for weak or contaminated spawn. I'm also putting it out here. Both parts of the process must work together for it to actually work. Mushroom farmers should ask better questions, and that's better questions what I'm trying to teach you now. You should be asking questions like, is the mushroom culture pure? Is the mycelium healthy and vigorous? Has the spawn colonized completely? Does it have the normal color and appearance expected for that particular mushroom strain? Is there any green, black, pink or orange contaminations? Are the grains slimy or okay? Is there excessive moisture inside the bag or inside your jar or whatever it is being stored? Those are the kind of questions you should be asking. Other kind of questions you can still ask is, does the spawn smell fresh and mushroom like? When I was still buying spawn before we started producing, I bought spawn full grain, but when I opened it was smelling, I don't understand. And honestly, the bags I used for that particular spawn for, all of them messed up. Okay, so the amount of questions you should be asking, you not just, is it pure grain or this? Those are the kind of questions that will give you a better indication of your spawn quality. Alright, the level alone is not enough. The percentage of grain alone is not enough. The appearance of the bag alone is not enough. Performance is what really, really matters. I've been there. Before I started producing spawn, I buy from others and I've used both. Okay, for me to say it's an intentional process. Yes, it's an intentional process. I'm not saying that adding 10% sawdust automatically makes every spawn better. No. I'm not claiming that every mushroom producer must use the same formula. No. Different producers, different formulas. I am not claiming that one formula will work equally well for every mushroom species, every production substrate, or every growing environment. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to make you understand that it's an intentional art and it's not just to save money. Different mushroom growers develop different formulas that suit their strains, their substrate, and their production system. You just need to find what works for you. Our 90% grain and 10% sawdust formula is the formula we have chosen for our production process. It is based on the type of mushrooms we produce, the materials we work with, and the production substrate commonly used by our customers. That is an important distinction, okay? Good mushroom production is not about copying one ingredient or one formula without understanding the entire process. It is about developing a clean and reliable system that produces consistent results. Another question people may ask is whether the 10% sawdust will reduce the mushroom yield. No, it won't. The answer is that yield cannot be predicted by looking at one ingredient alone. No. Mushroom yield depends on many factors. It depends on your mushroom strain. It depends on the generation of that strain. Is it G1? Is it G3? Need to know. It depends on the quality of the spawn. It also depends on the quality of your production substrate. Are you doing 10% supplementation? Are you doing 15% supplementation? It also depends on the moisture content. It also depends on your incubation conditions and also eventually on your fruiting conditions, your temperature, your humidity, your fresh air exchange, and your lighting during your fruiting. Yes, it also depends on hygiene, pest management, and harvest timing. A farmer can use excellent pure grain spawn and still produce poor mushrooms if the substrate is poorly prepared. A farmer can use very good spawn but lose the entire production because the bags are too wet and grain is everywhere. You just enter, you just feel like you are inside greenhouse. No. Another farmer can use properly produced hybrid spawn and achieve strong colonization and good harvest because the entire production process was managed correctly. You can ask questions. We have been giving spawn and we have been getting plenty of results. So it would be misleading for me or for you to judge final yield simply by asking whether the spawn contains 10% sawdust or if it's 100% sawdust. The complete system matters. The strain matters. The farmer's management matters. The production environment matters. And the cleanliness and strength of the spawn matter itself. In fact, this is also why we do not hide our formula, okay? I can avoid over explaining it or trying to explain it. No, we could allow people to assume that every single everything there is green. But I believe mushroom farmers should understand what they are buying and why they are buying it. Again, for me to recap, our formula is 90% grain and 10% sawdust, and is a deliberate action. Okay, it is not a hidden filler, and I am an advocate of preaching and telling you what you are getting into or what you are getting, so that and when I'm telling you what you're getting, I'm also explaining why it is the way it is. Okay, we did this particular formula so that it has put in nutrients, and this particular your methanogens are already adapting to where you're going to introduce them. Let them not go from a highly nutritious something to just your substrates and your sawdust, and they'll be like, what is going on? Where are we? Before they even start adjusting well and start colonizing, it's taking a while. But because they're already used to sawdust, it makes it easier for your colonization to start faster. So the best spawn is not automatically the spawn with the highest percentage of grain. The best spawn is the spawn that is clean, vigorous, and prepared for your mushroom strain, suitable for the intended substrate, and capable of producing consistent results. That is what mushroom farmers should focus on. Now, if you're preparing for your next production cycle and you need healthy, properly colonized mushroom spawn, you can place an order with us. Our spawn is produced for farmers who want reliable inoculation materials for their mushroom production. You can find our ordering information in the description and in the pinned comment below this video. You can also contact us directly using the details provided on the screen. I hope I remember to add those details. Then when ordering, please state your location, the quantity of spawn you need, and the mushroom strain you're interested in. Why I'm saying the mushroom strain you're interested in is because we have other upcoming strains. Yeah. And remember, we also have new mushroom strains dropping soon. So we're preparing pink oyster mushroom spawn, we're preparing gray oyster mushroom spawn, we're preparing black pearl mushroom spawn, we're preparing pinot mushroom spawn, and then lion's mane mushroom spawn. I'm super excited about all this because I need to see them in my hands, hold them in my hands, and prepare them and eat them with my mouth. Now, I want you to help us decide which one should receive the most attention first. So go to the comment section and type pink oyster if that is the strain you are most interested in. Type gray, type whatever it is you want, okay, or you're interested in more. Just go ahead and type the name of the mushroom strain, even if it's lion's mane. Go ahead and type it in the comment section, okay? It's going to help us a lot. And yeah, you can also include your location in the comments so we can understand where the demand is coming from. Your responses will help us know which strain mushroom farmers are most interested in and which one we should prioritize as we expand our spawn production. And when these new strains become available, the people following this channel will be among the first to know. So what does it mean? Subscribe to the channel and turn on your notification. We will not only announce when the spawn becomes available, we will also share practical information on how to cultivate these mushroom strains, what substrate they require, and what production mistakes to avoid, especially your fruiting condition and everything. So if this video has helped you understand why our spawn contains 90% grain and 10% sawdust, share it with another mushroom farmer, especially someone who believes that mushroom spawn must contain 100% grain before it can be considered good. Alright? So remember, our spawn is not sawdust spawn. There are different types of spawns, you should know that, but ours is not sawdust spawn. It is a grain dominant spawn containing approximately 90% grain and 10% sawdust. The sawdust is not a defect. It is not a hidden filler. It is an intentional part of our production formula because we use it. We have been there. We have used everything. So another thing I want to say, a good spawn should be judged not by how many this thing it has, but by how many grain it has, but by its performance. So place your spawn orders using the details in the description and pin comment, and do not forget to comment pink oyster, gray oyster, or whatever oyster you are interested in that you want us to focus and release first. So yeah, see you in the next video. Till then, au revoir.